What is going on, guys? It is your boy Jason Love coming at you with another video about non-CDL and CDL Hotshot. Before I get started, I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in to the Hotshot in Hindsight with Load Miser. I think at one point we had about 65 people in there, which is super awesome. Since we just started the podcast, people are learning more, and we were able to go over a lot of cool things. So I hope if you were there that you were able to learn a lot of good stuff from him. He knew a lot about the enterprise program. He knew a lot about car hauling, and we were able to see a different perspective on what Hotshot is for somebody who's been in the business for a while. Now, before I get started today, also I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing below. I post a lot of content about Hotshot, mostly the business side of things. I help people learn about the regulations, learn what they need to do. Obviously, I'm not the most experienced guy in the world. I'm just getting started in the business as well. So this channel is really for all of us to be able to learn together. No egos. If anybody has a question, we answer the question. If the question's good enough, it gets a video made. I've made videos for a couple people. So if you have any questions, please put them below. They always make great content when I'm able to answer those questions. Now, guys, in this video, I want to cover basically how much can you profit in Hotshot Trucking Part 2. I made a video kind of talking about more of the expectations of profit. So kind of saying, you can profit good money if you don't do this. You can profit great money if you do this, So kind of talking about the expectations, because a lot of people expect to make a ton of money, but they don't really realize all of the costs that go into it. I also made a video about the amount of money that you'll need to get started in Hotshot. So here I'm going to go over some numbers, more like monthly costs in Hotshot, so you can kind of see what's left over. Now, for this example, I'm going to be saying that we gross $16,000. That is a pretty attainable goal in Hotshot if you're running all 4 weeks. $4,000 a week is a pretty attainable goal for growth. So $16,000 for 1 month. We'll say we drove about 10,000 miles. So you're looking at about $1.60 a mile overall, which, over 10,000 miles really is not that bad. And so we're going to go over different costs that go into it. Obviously, you might not have all the costs. Maybe you're driving the truck, so you're not going to pay a driver. Maybe you're not hiring a dispatcher. Maybe you don't use a factoring company. But I just put all the costs in here just so we can go over everything and kind of look at the numbers. So let's say, for example, if we gross $16,000 on 10,000 miles and we pay our driver 40 cents a mile, we'd end up paying our driver $4,000. For this example, we're going to say that insurance costs $1,200. I think that's a pretty good number to put on just having an insurance policy with one truck. Obviously, it could be a lot more expensive. We started by paying $2,800. It could be less than that as well. So definitely input the number that is your number so you can see accurate amounts. But for this example, we're going to say $1,200. We're also going to say that our truck payment's $900. Our trailer payment's going to be $300. Our gas monthly is going to be $2,800. I think saying $700 a week for gas is pretty conservative. Not conservative, but you should spend $700. I don't really think you're going to spend more in gas, especially if you're just doing like a non-CDL Hotshot setup. So saying $700 per week in gas is a good number to say. So we're looking at about $2,800 for the whole month. For maintenance, I'm saying about $500. Really, when I'm talking about maintenance here, I'm saying maybe a new tire and a oil change. That's probably going to be around $500, and a couple knickknacks you might need throughout the month there. Well, let's say you hire a dispatch service, you pay them 8%. They're going to cover. They should cover your login to keep trucking or whatever, the load boards. But you're going to pay them 8%. So 8% of $16,000 is $1,280 for dispatch. Your factoring company, let's say they charge you 3%, which is a pretty normal rate. You're going to pay them $480. And then if you look at just more miscellaneous things like parking or permits or scale tickets, for example, I just put all of that at $400 monthly. That's a pretty good number to kind of cover all of those little things that might happen. And then any other little things you might have, like your ELD, for example, is probably about $35. If you want to consider your phone bill as a company expense, I just put miscellaneous at $300. So if we add all of those numbers up, guys, it's going to come to a grand total of $12,160. So if you take $16,000 minus your expenses, which is $12,160, you then have a profit of $3,840. Okay, and that's basically hiring out all the different types of services on one truck. Now, in this example we have here, this is basically if everything goes right You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have to, like, buy a couple more trailer tires because they're getting worn out, if you don't have to buy more equipment because maybe some equipment got broke, you actually gross the 16,000. But this is with a pretty good insurance rate, a pretty good monthly payment for your truck and your trailer. Some of you guys might be paying more for the truck a month. You might be paying a lot more for insurance a month. So just keep in mind that with these conservative numbers, your profit's looking about $3,840. Now, if you're driving the truck, obviously you can give yourself a driver's pay, which is $4,000. But it's pretty easy to see here that if you're trying to just be an owner and not really be an operator of the truck, that $3,840 a lot of times isn't going to be able to just be put in your pocket, because you are going to have more expenses. You're going to have expenses for payroll. You're going to have taxes. You're going to have a lot of other stuff. So if you look at it, guys, I really want to make this video to put people in perspective that a lot of times there's not going to be a lot left on the end. You know what I'm saying? Now, with this $3,840 that you might profit for your business, I mean, you might be able to take out $1,000, but a lot of this is just going to need to stay in the business for any more expenses that you're going to have, and any more things you're going to have to buy. So if you're considering getting a truck on the road, hiring a driver, hiring a dispatch, doing all that, you can definitely do it, but don't expect to be profiting a ton of money. If you're driving the truck, I would say expect to hire a dispatcher just to make life a lot easier for you. Plug in my dispatching service now. No, I'm just playing with you guys. But yeah, guys, I hope you can learn something from this video. I just wanted to go over some numbers with you guys real quick to kind of help you guys understand what numbers are going to be playing in your business. Obviously, these aren't your specific numbers, but you can definitely plug them in, and see how much your profit could possibly be at the end of the month. But yeah, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for being awesome, and I hope you all have a great day.